Yo, listen up, it's time for a tale about a podcast that'll leave you frail. Hard way wrestling coming at you raw, bringing the heat, breaking every law. They drop the truth, no holds barred, talking smack, getting you hyped up hard, calling out the fakes, exposing the lies. Hard way wrestling taken by surprise. Hard way wrestling coming to your city. Nothing but realness, nothing but grit. Going down a gauntlet, making them mark. Hard way wrestling, straight from the heart.
Welcome to Hard Way Wrestling. It is Top Rope Tuesday, and your boys are back, gentlemen. How are we doing?
We're here and awake.
We're here.
Not really.
We're here.
Not really.
President, we got a new president inaugurated. MLK yesterday. Did you guys have to work for MLK?
Yes.
I was off last night, but that's just because that's my schedule.
Oh, okay, yeah. I get it off. Get it off. I get it. I think in 2 weeks I get my holiday, but I actually worked yesterday. It was so cold yesterday and today, and the heat in my truck broke. So this morning I got in the truck and it was, well, when I left my house, it was -3 degrees. When I got in my truck, it was 7 degrees. So the temperature came up. Right? It's like summertime, and all day.
Were you wearing shorts?
No, I was not in shorts. I'd have died. I'd be dead. I'm a dead man.
A friend of yours, Jason, someone you have worked with before, was being chastised today for him always wearing shorts, even in the cold weather.
Jeff? Jeff?
Biggs.
What? No. Sorry about that, boys.
No, you're good.
Who was it?
Biggs.
Oh,
yeah.
That guy's an idiot.
Always wear shorts no matter what the weather is.
He was wearing shorts today?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a little different too that when you work inside constantly, like you just go from your car to your building and back and forth, and he's only got a couple stores, and that, I mean, I again did it for years. But being on a truck and driving in those big tin cans, they don't heat very well. They do heat. The cab heats up when the heat works. But the rest of it, forget about it. I mean, it's like riding around in a tuna fish can. It's terrible. So, anyway, how was your weekend? Everything good this weekend? You guys went to some ATCW.
Yes, sir.
You guys survived it.
Yeah.
Some of us survived it.
It's like I still want to smack that Austin Blackthorn across the face every time I see him.
Somebody got him good anyway.
He's punchable.
Yeah,
he's punchable. Marley is in the chat. Remember we talked about Marley a little bit ago. Seth's girlfriend. She's real life. First off, she's a girl, right?
Yeah.
Good luck finding a girl in this chat room. And she loves the wrestling, and she is huge Jonathan Cross fan. Huge. Hey, Lacey. Oh, 2 women in the chat. Oh my God. It's become a strip club for women right now. It's just become a strip club for women.
Easy.
I mean, there's all just women. Oh, never mind. Randy's here. You ruined it, Randy. There went the Chubb. Thanks, Randy. Thanks.
Easy.
No, she said she had a great time. I sent her out of here with some Hardway swag the other day. I think she's got her own ATCW shirt now, and she's good to go. Big wrestling fan. So, boys, let's get into some stories. We got a good bit of stuff here to cover today. So let's get into it. Your boy, Scotty, your boy.
Yeah,
your boy's coming back. Ilya Dragunov.
Thank God.
A WWE Raw roster member is seemingly getting closer to returning from major injury. In mid-September 2024, Ilya Dragunov suffered a torn ACL and has been out of action since. The injury came at a tough time in Dragunov as he was building a ton of momentum on the main roster. However, his return could be sooner rather than later. Fightful Select Corey Brenneman has learned that Ilya Dragunov was spotted at the WWE Performance Center training for his in-ring return. It was noted to Brenneman that Dragunov was not at the PC for rehab. He was there taking part in traditional training ahead of his in-ring return and was not wearing supportive gear upon announcement of his injury. It was projected that Dragunov would be on the shelf for at least 6 to 9 months. He's only been gone for 4, boys. He'll be back soon. What do we think about Ilya Dragunov? Are we ready for him to come back? What do we do with him? What do we do with him? Who's the first person that he gets a shot at?
He's going back in that IC title picture again. That's where he left off. Where he got hurt against, was it Braun Breaker and Sheamus?
I think
yeah. Isn't that how he got hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of my predictions this year was that he was going to be the one to take the IC title at some point. So
okay. All right. Well,
that's where I'm putting him.
Your prediction might be right. Chat is hot. Chat is on fire today. Austin Blackthorn is in the chat. We were just talking about punching you in the face, Austin. Austin
Somebody punched him pretty good.
Yeah, he took probably the worst. What was it, senton? Right? Was it a senton that smashed his eye? He was all puffed up. Austin gets hurt every show. Austin gets hurt, right? And it probably, if he thinks back, he's probably like, this guy's an asshole. That's not true. Think back. You do. If you're not getting hurt, you're hurting someone else. You put Jonathan Delacroix out of business. You know what I'm saying? Young, prosperous wrestler Jonathan Delacroix makes his debut at Voltage Wrestling, and Austin put him on the shelf. So anyway, excited to have Elio back in the picture, in the IC title picture. And honestly, he's, to me, bigger than that, but we'll see where it goes. Could be the guy who takes it off of Sheamus.
Yeah.
Because I think Sheamus is going to end up winning that title.
I think so too.
T-Bone's in the chat. What's up, T-Bone?
I honestly think that
T-Bone's on that lettuce.
I think by end of year, it's going to be Dragunov and Gunther for the world title.
Slow your roll, Scotty.
Oof. Pull your pants up, Scotty.
Pull your pants up. Big fantasy booking there.
Yeah, I'm saying by end of year. I'm not saying it's going to happen anytime soon, but by end of year, that I think that, because again, Gunther will have had this title for what, a year at this point,
coming up.
Yeah, so who better to take it off him by, give him like a 1.5 year run, and who better to take off him than Dragunov? So
they're going to have to take it off of him at some point because they're probably going to feed Gunther to Goldberg.
God.
Oh, God.
No.
Let's hope not.
I hope not too, but looks like that's the retirement match that's going to happen eventually.
Well, Scotty, stock up on your Diddy Lube. Ilya will be back soon. Corey Graves. Now, you guys know the story with Corey Graves. He got pulled off of SmackDown, or he got pulled off of Monday Night Raw because of replaced by Pat McAfee. Not too happy, Corey Graves was about being pulled off, and they didn't send him to SmackDown, boys. No. They sent him back down to NXT, so he was not happy. So Corey Graves, update on Corey Graves. He had tweeted out. He had tweeted that he had worked all of his life. He wanted to be a wrestler. He worked all of his life to be a wrestler. Then it was taken away from him. And then he found something just as good, and he became just as good at being a commentator. And now that's been taken away from him by he doesn't think someone who is as good as he is, who is Pat McAfee. So Corey Graves has a tumultuous last couple of weeks, returning to NXT announced desk at NXT's New Year's Eve. However, he would miss the next weeks after a series of tweets voicing his displeasure at the move. Earlier on Tuesday, PW Insider reported that Corey Graves would not be presented at tonight's edition of NXT. That was last Tuesday. Fightful Select Corey Brenneman has now learned that Corey Graves is listed for commentary for tonight's edition of NXT and is expected at the WWE PC for rehearsal for the show. What do you got? I mean, I like Corey Graves. I think he's better than.
I agree with Randy. He's better than Joe.
Oh yeah, Randy. Yeah. Absolutely. I'm over Joe Tessitore, by the way. I don't know if it's Joe.
He sucked on Monday Night Football years ago. He just doesn't have a voice for me that I don't know. It just doesn't.
It's a cadence. I think it's a cadence. It's a delivery. I think he delivers it like a baseball announcer. I don't like it. I don't
either.
I mean, it's okay. He's okay. He looks good. He's pretty, whatever. But Corey Graves looks like a guy that should be a wrestler that couldn't be a wrestler that is now behind, like me, that is now behind the commentary table. And Deuce Donatelli, by the way, you'll get yours coming, Deuce. But I'm going to answer your thing here. He said he thought he was working to get cleared to wrestle again. That is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that this is all a big story, a big ruse to get his WrestleMania moment against Pat McAfee. What do you guys think?
Honestly, I was about to suggest that. I was like, because I thought he was cleared to wrestle, and but they hadn't found a use for him yet. And this could be interesting. A former wrestler, guy who knows the business, knows what to do, and a guy like Pat McAfee had good outings in the past. Like we've seen him now. He hasn't wrestled in a couple of years, but Pat McAfee, when he has wrestled, has had good outings. So
remember McAfee did that moonsault off the top of the cage at the NXT show and broke his tailbone?
Yeah.
What a dipshit. Yeah. What was his last match? Was against he had what's his name?
Theory.
Austin
Theory at Mania.
Yeah, he beat Theory, and then Stone Cold came out. I think Stone Cold stunned him.
Yes.
Yeah, Stone Cold stunned everybody.
Because that was
Vince was there too.
Yeah, that was the Vince McMahon match.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Then it turned into Austin and Vince, and Austin took the McMahon took the worst stunner of all time.
He couldn't even stand up.
He did not take a Jonathan Cross stunner, that's for sure.
That was true.
Deuce says, would it be at Rumble since it's in Indy? That's actually a good. I mean, that'd be a good spot for that. Indy, is that Rumble 2 nights? This
no,
time?
Not this year. Next year.
Okay. Yeah. I can see that. That would be a good spot for him, dude. I didn't even think of that there, Deuce. You're smarter than you look, Deuce Donatelli. So, anyway, story will continue tonight. I'm sure Corey will not be quiet on commentary. I'm sure it'll boil over at some point, and we're gonna get more. If they continue with the story, if he's quiet about it, then it was a real thing. If he's not quiet about it, then we'll
he's
see.
quiet about it, it means they gave him it was real, and they gave him a pay raise to offset.
I doubt that they gave him a pay raise.
That.
They just told him to
shut the fuck up or you're going.
Zip it, tattoo boy. Listen, the guy's got everything going for him. He's got Carmella. He's got Carmella. Come on, buddy.
He's got Jason's girlfriend.
He does. It's terrible. He doesn't deserve her. Speaking of undeserving, PCO. The PCO's 1,000. How old is PCO, right? We looked it up. He's like 60
almost
years old.
As old as Luchasaurus.
He's damn near close to any. Actually, he's still in better shape than Luchasaurus. So, so the other night at GCW, they had a show. It was called The People versus GCW. I heard the show was AEW, like 6-hour show.
Oh God!
But I heard the whole show was amazing. Hogan's in the house. What's up? He will be on comment. He will be commentating WWE Speed next. That's most likely. So, PCO was in contract talks with TNA. It didn't go well, and it looks like he is out of TNA, unless it's a storyline. But it looks like he's out of TNA. So we've gained some additional. But go ahead.
No, he destroyed the.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. Yeah,
okay.
We're gonna get to that. So we've gained. Thanks, shit all over me here, Scotty. We've gained some additional information on PCO's situation with TNA and GCW. The original story. PCO made headlines at the People versus GCW. Following his match, PCO pulled out the TNA Digital Media Championship. He proceeded to smash it with a sledgehammer. PCO, thank you for finally smashing that piece of shit title. That is the worst title in wrestling that I'll never have. Terrible. You guys know how I feel about the Digital Media Championship.
Oh yeah,
fucking terrible. That's like we at ATCW we had a championship called the Open. It was called the Open Challenge, Open Championship. That was for guys who came and showed up and helped set up the ring. And it was like a thank you.
the Jeremy Stone Championship.
No, he never won that. He never set up the ring. Anyway, following the match, PCO
he was under the ring a couple times. I saw.
He was put under the ring a few times. There were a few times where he slipped through the cracks and just kind of fell into the ring. So, cool, Jeremy. Following the match, PCO pulled out the TNA Digital Media Championship. He proceeded to smash it with a sledgehammer, though it didn't break. That's a tough little title. Those who spoke to the GCW claimed that PCO went into business for himself. PCO grabbed the mic and started cutting a promo before the ring announcer, Emily J, took the mic from him, and GCW cut to a video. GCW claimed they didn't know it was going. Start over. GCW claimed that they didn't know it was going to play out like that, and said the PCO made it sound like he was doing something that was part of a storyline at the next TNA tapings. They claimed it quickly became unaware it wasn't. They quickly became unaware that it wasn't. TNA sources that we spoke to claimed that they were shocked and said it was supposed to finish up the next set of tapings in San Antonio. Boy, my lips are dry as shit. His contract actually expired at the end of the year. He's not expected to be back as things stand. Update. We're told that TNA as a company were livid of the situation, only because they don't have a lot of money and those belts are expensive. The company claimed the PCO actually had a replica title and that that the real one he possessed is not smashed. He just smashed the replica title. He was set to lose it and finish up with the company this Thursday after his contract expired. Their belief that they were upset with his deal wasn't renewed. Boy, I just muddled the shit out of that one. Do we give a shit about PC? It's a work. Rob said it's a work. I mean, it's wrestling. It's wrestling. Does PCO show up at the Rumble?
That would be hilarious.
Only in his former gimmick, the
Quebecers.
The Quebecers, yeah.
It was Peter Ouellet, right? Ouellet, what is
Pierre
Ouellet. I think he needs to come back as PCO Frankenstein.
But
he'll be in AEW with Luchasaurus.
He actually, when he grabbed the microphone, he didn't grunt. So I was like, oh, PCO can talk. That's right. Rob says, never say never. Yeah, most likely this is a work, especially if it's a replica title. So we'll see. Actually, if he didn't break the replica title, they would probably sue him or keep his paycheck or partial paycheck or whatever. The OG pirate gimmick. Oh, okay. Yeah, we do that. Oh, yeah. The OG, the pirate gimmick. Yeah, he had an eye patch. Johnny Cross out here struggling to speak more than PCO breaking that title. That is for sure. He did take a lot of swipes at that title. My lips are dry.
Put some Diddy lube on it.
I need a cocksucker repair kit. That's what I need. So, anyway, PCO, the man, the myth, the legend. Gentlemen, we have a new TNA champion. His name is Joe Hendry.
Damn, I wasn't ready.
What?
I wasn't ready. I'm trying to find the raw results on my phone.
Oh, yeah. Let's pretend. We'll just edit it. Just pretend this never happened. Gentlemen, We have a new TNA champion. His name is Joe Hendry.
There we go.
Slight delay. Close enough. Scotty, tell us about Joe Hendry and who he wants to face.
Well, this is very interesting. So over the weekend, he won at TNA Genesis. He won that World Heavyweight title from the old Dolph Ziggler, aka
Nick Nemeth.
Nick Nemeth, and
The Wanted Man.
the Wanted Man. Yes, but I happened to pop up an interview the other day with him, like literally like hours after he won the title. And the interviewer asked him, so, you know, who do you see next on the horizon for you as TNA champion? And he looked right at the camera and said, John Cena. And I was like, my head kind of exploded for a sec. But he starts talking about the interviewer asked him, so, you know, you think, you know, this would be a good deal. And you know, Hendry goes on to explain that he feels like he hasn't done his best work yet. His best work is coming, but it could be even better if he had a guy like John Cena to work against.
The John Cena rub is what he meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's like, you know, he's like, especially, you know, considering John's mic work and stuff like that. And he's like, I think I can, you know, stand up and do just as good mic work, if not better mic work than Cena. So, you know, it just got me thinking the last couple of days, and I was like, man, you know, like, because people have been talking about this, and, you know, Cena's on his retirement tour and stuff like that. And again, it's a different company, different champion, but we do have this agreement in place. You know, the TNA, WWE, NXT agreement, okay? I know John Cena's on NXT, but I'm sure he'll be making a few stops there every now and then during the course of his run, you know, to talk to the fans and stuff like that.
You think?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I can see Joe Hendry coming on Raw.
Maybe, but I see, again, I'm just looking at it from the perspective, it's a TNA NXT agreement. So where are you going to put this guy? You know, yes, I'd love to see it on Raw. It'd be amazing if we could get this on Raw, but they're TNA and NXT are working together. Can they bring him up to Raw? Could be, but I don't see.
Well,
again,
the deal was with all of WWE, so they could show up anywhere, right? Literally, he could show up on Speed and win the Speed title if they let him.
That'd be funny. But yeah, no, it'd be amazing if we could get this on Raw. But I would love, because I love Joe Hendry's mic work. And he is a very interesting wrestler. Like, I'm not sure about his style. I've watched a couple of his matches before.
Joe Hendry Rumble winner 2025.
That would be interesting. That would be
Austin.
No, it was Rob.
Oh.
You just gotta believe.
Wrong guy.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no. But what do you guys think? Like, you know, could this work? Is Joe Hendry up to the task of going, you know, toe to toe verbally as well as physically with John Cena?
Right? You want to take
I don't know. It'd be something new to see, but I don't know that John Cena on his retirement tour is going to put Joe Hendry over. I don't see Cena losing much during his retirement tour. And it wouldn't make sense to give him the TNA title either.
Yeah.
So
But
that would be fun.
If John does like one or two jobs on the way out the door.
All right. So here's how I look at it.
Not the Joe Hendry.
I don't think they're going to touch. I don't think we're going to get that. I think you put it out there. You would want that to be a surprise, I would think. It's not, never say never, but you put them together. Maybe there's a program there, and whoever John's going to really face coming out of the blocks is going to interrupt this somehow. Disqualification, whatever they want to do, keeps Joe strong. Joe's not losing. Joe's the champion. He's not losing. He's not losing. Cena's not losing to Joe Hendry. Now, if Joe wants to put a video package together of, you know, Cockers or whatever his movies are, you know. I think that would be fun, but on the microphone, he can't. There's no way he can't hold a candle to John Cena. John Cena would eat his lunch. So, but yeah, no, it'd be pretty cool. I think it'd be pretty cool to have these guys do something. And
maybe he shows up in the Royal Rumble, and then him and Cena have a stare down or something.
I think we're going to get a good bit of TNA guys to show up in the Rumble. I would love to see Moose show up in the Rumble myself.
I would love to see anybody like TNA show up instead of having like 60-year-old legends show up that can barely climb up and get in the ring to have like a 10-second spot.
Yeah, no, we're going to talk about it coming up to the Rumble show here towards the in about a week and a half. So, but we're gonna talk about everybody who we think should be in, who would be cool to see. But yeah, no, I mean this is just it's just putting it out there, man. A lot of wrestlers talk. A lot of wrestlers put it out on Twitter. I'd like to face this guy. I like to face this guy. I like to face that guy. They just put it out there. It just gets people talking. I mean, are we gonna get a first program with a brand new champion, a guy that's not going to allow him to win, or a company that's not going to allow him to go over? I don't think so. So, anyway,
Scotty's
pretty cool. Joe Hendry
booking.
I give it up. I give it up to TNA. A lot of companies, they have guys that are really good, but they don't know exactly what to do with them. Joe Hendry's only been on the up and up, right? He came to WWE. He came to NXT. They loved him there. They have something in him. They have something in Joe, and they went ahead and put the strap on him, and not the digital media title or the X Division title, which is, I guess, is their Intercontinental US Championship.
I don't know what the hell it is.
Yeah, I think it's more their cruiserweight division, but that's just me.
Well, Moose is not a cruiserweight. He might have a Cadillac or something he cruises in, but that's about it. So, if you can't see John Cena, but if you can say his name, he appears, Joe Hendry. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot, Rob. That is a lot. So, anyway, let's get to a little Raw. Yeah.
So Monday Night Raw kicks off there in Dallas, Texas last night. We've got a runaway refrigerator that slid off a dolly and smashed Rhea Ripley. That was for you, Scotty.
Yes.
we love Nia Jax.
I don't know. That's because you're a chubby chaser. Scotty, he talks a lot about lube. I'd be careful if I were you Saturday. Jesus. So after that, we get a face-off between Jey Uso and Gunther. And Jey has declared that he will beat Gunther on Saturday Night Main Event. Gunther comes out and says he's going to expose Jey, which is hilarious. I love Gunther.
Yeah, I don't know what he means by that. I don't know if did that mean that is he going to show videos of Jey Uso and that girl in the club, or what is was that Jey or Jimmy? That was Jey, right?
That was Jey, but he said he beat Jimmy too.
No Nia Jax slander. Thank you, Polly. What's going on? Or certain real ones. I don't know who Polly is, but welcome in. Certain real ones can handle a real woman. That's exactly right. Polly, you don't have to tell me who you are. I don't know who you are, but welcome in.
After that,
oh wait, don't forget to subscribe. If you're just coming across this, go like and subscribe. Go hit us up on YouTube. Please go do that. We're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, and blah 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 blah. Go ahead.
We're everywhere except Google Play.
Why?
Shuttlecock fucked it up. So Gunther and Jey get into throwing some fists at each other. Jey runs Gunther out of the ring. He holds the title, tells him to come back in. Gunther wanted none of it. He grabs his title and walks away. After that, we get backstage with Bailey, or she comes out, she declares for the Women's Royal Rumble, saying that she's going to go back to back and win it again. Love me some
Love
Bailey,
that.
but I don't think she's going to win it this year. Then we get Rey Mysterio versus Kofi Kingston. I think it was like a half an hour into the show, we finally got a match with JBL as the guest commentator. They had a spot backstage where Kofi tries to stick $2 in JBL's pocket, treating him like he's still with the APA protection agency. Loved it. So they have the match. Ray gets the win on Kofi. The New Day attack Ray, and then the LWO comes out. They run around the ring through the crowd. They come back in. They sneak back to the corner and they take out who was it? Joaquin Wilde.
Yeah,
one of those guys. And then they end up running out of there. I thought JBL was going to end up getting involved somehow, especially once Xavier started interfering. But I wasn't really sure. Like JBL was basically hating on the New Day, and then he was hating on Rey Mysterio for retiring him every time they brought that back up. So I wasn't sure quite what they were doing with that. I don't even know that it was necessary to even have JBL out there.
With no clothesline from hell, no.
Yeah,
nothing.
exactly.
We'll get it though. I like long black trench coat. JBL. That's a guy.
The one that showed up at Genesis the other night took Kazarian's head off.
Yeah, he's been in a bunch of independent shows. That's the JBL we want. The guy that just ripping skulls.
Yeah, he shows up like a damn bounty hunter and just
Holly,
lays somebody out.
Bud.
Yeah. So after that, Sami Zayn says he's going to be in the Royal Rumble because he had thought about Seth said about going in the business to help himself. Kevin Owens comes out and interrupts him and says that he believes Sammy could win the Royal Rumble and that he believes he's going to beat Cody for the Undisputed Championship at Royal Rumble, and they'll be able to have their one-on-one at Mania for the WWE title. Kevin Owens says he has Sammy's back as long as Sammy's willing to have his back.
New world order. Go ahead.
I mean, it kind of feels like it. They need they need some new name, not new.
Yeah,
world
I'm sure
order.
maybe they'll BWO or something like that. The badass world order. That's what I mean, but not blue.
We get a Braun Breaker and Sheamus segment backstage. Sheamus saying that he's vowed to win the Intercontinental title again because that's the one title he hasn't gotten to.
Let's go. I believe.
I think it's going to happen. Is it going
to happen this weekend?
I think so.
Yeah.
Join us Friday for our picks.
Exactly.
Doing our picks on Friday for our fantasy league.
Yes. So Breaker vowed to end Sheamus after he beats him and told him he can retire. The next match, we've got Nia Jax and Bailey. Nia Jax picks up the win. After the match, Rhea Ripley comes out, and her and Nia get into it, wrestling around the ring, breaking through security.
Got a little couple pull parts.
Yeah. So Rhea gets up on the announce table and says that she wants her on Saturday night main event. So that's been announced, the Women's World Championship match. Let's hope Rhea does not get hurt in this match with the refrigerator.
Yeah. No, I don't think. I think it's gonna be a good match.
As long as she doesn't use any of them devastating chair shots on Rhea.
They are very vicious. They're very vicious. Polly says if Sheamus wins, is it a give me title before I go, or clearly only dessert? He actually has. Sheamus just signed a longer contract extension, so I think he's around for the next 3 or 4 years.
I think he's a transitional champ either way. Like if he wins the IC, I don't see him winning it or having it that long.
He's holding it for one person only. Scotty, who is it?
Me.
Not
No.
you dipshit.
I mean,
Ilya.
it
Dragon.
depends on how soon Dragunov comes back because, like I said before,
Did you
I'd
not
like to
hear me earlier? I was stumbling over my words. Maybe you didn't hear me.
I don't know there.
Coming back
I don't. We couldn't hear you there, Bubba Ray. I don't know. I could see Sheamus
I
having it.
just got that, by the
There
way.
you go.
Dude, that took you forever.
I could see Sheamus winning this and then them putting the strap on Kaiser, letting him get a run with it, and maybe Dragunov comes back and takes it off Kaiser.
Did you say they're going to put a strap on Kaiser?
What is wrong with you? You're talking about Diddy Lube and strap-ons now.
I'm only listening to you. Scotty giggled, so Scotty heard it too.
Well, Scotty's never mind. Scotty loves himself some Dragunov. Those old NXT guys that have come up. So we get Dominic Mysterio backstage talking with JD McDonough. They're gonna get a world title tag match next week on Raw against the War Raiders. He's going to replace Finn Balor in that match. They are not going to win those tag titles. They're going to get killed probably.
Yes, and Finn is going to make his return and be pissed. And that's going to be, well, we're getting close to the end of the judgment.
Yeah, that's about done anyway. Thank God.
Even the clubhouse looks bad.
Yeah.
Clubhouse doesn't even look cool anymore.
Carlito's just another sideshow. He's on the level of R-Truth. He's just there to get his ass beat and say funny shit.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah. So next up on the card, we get Penta in the second match against Pete. Don't call me Butch Dunay.
Dunay.
Penta gets the win in the match. He again uses what does he call it? The Penta driver.
Penta driver.
Yeah, the same thing that Lyra Valkyria uses.
Yeah, the what is that? Hers is called the
With Nightwing.
Nightwing. Yeah.
After
You
that,
notice they didn't put her on the show.
yeah, exactly.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening, WWE. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Next, we get a CM Punk interview with Jackie Redmond up in the crowd, and he vowed to win the Royal Rumble for the first time. He says he's going to throw Cena out. He says he'd throw Roman Reigns out. He'd throw Sammy out, whoever out, and then he even took a shot at Hulk Hogan, saying he'd throw his dusty ass over the top rope and kill Hulkamania once and for all.
I'll tell you what, on Martin Luther King, by the way, it's fuck Hulk Hogan Day, by the way. It's on Martin Luther King's birthday, he's talking about ending Hulk Hogan. He became super baby. I don't care what he does moving forward. He just killed racism right there by.
Oh God, he got a huge pop too.
Huge pop.
Yeah, Hogan's toast now. Now that he ripped his shirt off with the Trumpomania shirt months ago.
God.
Next match on the card, we got Damage Control beating the PFC. They still can't get PFC a victory. I don't know. What the hell should they even do with them?
That's a good question. They're all in their own right singles stars. I love Zoe. I love Zoe Stark. I love her. The Z360. That's
Badass move.
Pretty badass move. I don't know. I don't know.
Transfer portal.
Yeah, send them to NXT.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. As a group, I know what they're doing. They're doing the same thing AEW does. You know, you got a bunch of people in the back you don't know what to do with. You put them all together, right? You get them all on screen, and I understand that. You put 3 or 4 people on the screen, you see who shines, and then you move that person on to singles competition or whatever.
The Sonya's not even wrestling. She's just been the manager. Basically.
Yeah. I also didn't realize Sonya Deville is probably 3 foot tall. If you look at her shoes, she's got like 9-inch lifts. There's like this much lift on her shoes. Next time you check her out, I know you always keep the eyes up here, but try to look down a little lower. Free Zoe Stark. Thank you, Polo. Free Zoe Stark.
I agree. Now we get to the main event. We get the WrestleMania 40.
You know what? Not just free Zoe Stark, free Shayna Baszler. She
Yeah.
was so dominant in NXT. She was such a good crushing wrestler. She's
And she
breaking
got rid of
arms
Ronda
and
Rousey.
fingers. What? Yeah, well,
And she got rid of Rousey for us.
you think that's what? Well, she did. Do you think there's still some Rousey stink on her? Could be.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Oh, yeah.
Put her on her shelf for the next year. Don't let her wrestle.
Main event of the night, WrestleMania 40 rematch between Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. Rollins gets the win. After the match, McIntyre attacks Rollins, which leads to Sami Zayn coming out to make the save. McIntyre has Rollins in the corner, and Sami goes for the Luva kick, and McIntyre ducks out of the way, and Seth eats it. Yeah.
So McIntyre is saying to Seth, "You have so much potential,
And you're selfish.
But you're selfish."
Yep.
And then that haluva kick comes, and Drew rolls out of the ring, and he's looking at Sami, Seth, Drew,
KO.
KO.
That's too many. I don't know. That's too many, like, main. Well, yeah, because you want to have.
Well, Sammy's going to be taking a back seat here, right? Sammy's going to take a back seat here. These are all killers. we need a killer faction, and it ain't PFC.
No.
Right. So we need a killer faction to chase us
as long
down.
as they don't use NWO or try and include NWO somewhat into the faction name.
Yeah.
Like anything. And anything but PFC as well.
Well, that's what I'm gonna put it out.
Terrible.
I'm gonna put it out on Facebook. We're gonna come up with we're gonna put these guys in a group, and I want you guys to give us names. What we should call the new group once they put them together. If they put them together, we're just speculating, but it feels like something's getting ready to happen here. So
Absolutely. And that Raw last night was 2.5 hours, I believe.
Oh, Polly said that's the second time Sammy did a boo-boo. He did it to Roman too.
Yeah, yep.
Oh, Sammy Castro coming back. So
He needs to get eliminated at the Rumble and then come back as El Generico in the Rumble.
I'd like that.
Odd.
I like El Generico. So not a bad Raw last night. Not two. On my Netflix, it was 2.5 hours. Did you watch it live?
Yeah, it was like 2.5 hours, I think.
Was there commercials for yours?
Yes.
I didn't have any commercials.
Yeah, it does ad breaks.
No. Maybe I paid for the one that has no commercials. I don't know. But it zipped by.
Or maybe because you didn't watch it live.
No, well, that could be too. And I'm most likely not going to watch Saturday night's main event. We'll watch live, but most likely we don't. I don't watch.
I mean, it was no different than watching it on USA. Like, start the show, a little bit backstage action. You get 25 minutes of promos before you actually get a match. They do commercials, and the commercials are the same thing. As soon as somebody's on the outside of the ring laid out, they go to commercial. Like, you can almost take the words right out of Michael Cole's mouth.
Yeah, mine, it fades and then it comes back. So I like it like that. I don't like the picture-in-picture BS.
Well, they don't do picture-in-picture on it. It's just ads.
Oh, okay. All right, well, I'm on vacation in a week, so I'll probably watch it live then. So we'll see if there's commercials on there live. Scotty, did you get a chance? You got a chance? You not? No? Don't care anymore?
I'm going to probably watch it on the drive down to Virginia tonight.
Yeah,
on the drive.
That's how you watch it. On the drive.
Just keep your good eye on the road, Scotty.
Scotty can do that. Scotty's got that skill where he can watch.
Yeah, I got one eye here, one eye over there. So, I can...
You. Anyway. Yeah, not a bad Raw. All right, let's end it with wrestling is so good right now. Okay, wrestling is so good. There's so many stars. There's so many Companies are getting better. WWE is taking TNA under their wing, and they signed a 5-year deal with them, which I think is going to be great for them. Crossover wise, it's going to help their pay-per-views. It's going to help them in general. Why do we keep using people? Why do we keep using people that just shit all over the business, that are terrible for the business? WWE, okay, let's just start with TNA. TNA brings back Tessa Blanchard. The other night at Genesis, as she's wrestling, the crowd is chanting, "You're a racist."
Yep.
TNA knows her history.
Yeah.
And it's not like, oh, well, it's just a couple of people that don't get along with her. She doesn't get along with anybody. And she's never apologized for anything she's ever said. Why?
She is her father's daughter.
She is her father's. Well, I don't remember Tully being. I don't remember Tully being this revered.
Yeah.
And Magnum was not.
Yeah.
Right? Who raised her?
I thought Tully did, but
didn't Magnum raise her? Wasn't Magnum her? I thought Tully was her dad, but Magnum raised her, right?
I don't
That's
have.
what I always heard.
Some with a ring rat. Anyway, if you have a prospering company, they're getting better, right? They're gonna get better over the next 5 years. They're really gonna be huge for TNA. They're gonna get a better TV deal. It's coming. It will come. Mark my words, TNA will have a better TV deal than AEW will have for Ring of Honor. Most likely. Tully's a preacher. Well, Tully might be a preacher, but he's preaching racism because Tessa Blanchard is terrible. She's just a terrible human being. And I know she put Jordan Grace over in a promo and then basically said that, she's taking her ball back. Whatever, she left. She gave Jordan Grace the ball when she left. Now she's taking it back. Jordan Grace is out of TNA. She's definitely coming to
Thank God.
WWE. But why, as a company who's growing, why would you put Tessa Blanchard in the place as your face of your company, as your women's champion? Not only that, and it's not just TNA. It's WWE. WWE knows that they have their face of NXT for Netflix. The very first night Netflix comes out, who do they bring out?
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
Cheese and crackers. Hulk Hogan is a known racist. Again, maybe racism has no apology behind it because Hulk Hogan's never apologized for any of the shit he's ever said. Never apologized for any of the lies he's ever said. And I just heard this the other day. Randy Macho Man Savage was drafted by the Cincinnati Reds. Right? He was a good. Did you see this? He was a pitcher. And he hurt himself somehow. That's
and he
how
had
he
to
ended
throw
up
with his other arm.
Yeah, he ended up going into wrestling because he couldn't be a baseball player anymore. Randy's long gone. Now Randy had his problems too. Randy was a savage, right? Oh, yeah. I see the lust in your eyes, Hogan. And he wasn't kidding. Because now, or not now, but then, still probably, Hogan was telling people he was drafted by the Cincinnati Reds. The guy is a known liar and a known racism. Why will his old ass out on stage for your Netflix I don't care.
And they tore him apart too.
Oh my God, did they tear him apart? The fans know. The fans know. The fans are ruthless. All fans are ruthless. Believe me. Anytime I've been anywhere on either side of the railing, the fans are ruthless. They just are. And they are in the know. Fans are smarter now than they were back then. Right? You didn't back in the day, Hulk Hogan was, whatever, say your prayers, eat your vitamins. He was the man. But now the worst thing Hogan could have did was that reality show to show how screwed up his family was. His son, who's a murderer, and His wife, who's
his daughter just had twins yesterday. He's now a grandpa too. He's racist grandpa.
Well, he's moved. Yeah. Let's keep the Brooke. I know you're watching. Please subscribe. Please appreciate that. I know you're watching. Please keep those kids away from your father. He's going to turn them into little racist. Like, he is a known piece of shit, and we run him out there. We just run him out there. Is Hitler not available? I feel like now, as much as we shit on AEW, who do they have in their organization that you wouldn't want? Now, they already run Jericho out there. But Jericho's not, like, there were some stories about Jericho, but we don't know the facts.
Nothing has been proven.
Right. There's been nobody come forward, anything like that. It's just hearsay shit. I know the truth. But anyway, it's just hearsay shit. But if John Moxley was a serial killer and a rapist, do you think they would keep him on TV? I don't think so. So here's how I look at it. Wrestling is so good right now. You have so many stars. AEW, even AEW has a couple good stars. TNA, AEW. You just name it. NXT.
Well, NXT
had a piece of shit. They got rid of him. Velveteen Dream.
Well, yeah. Well, look at AEW with when they had Ric Flair on there, and then that shit came out with him drunk in the bar getting thrown out. Then he disappeared from there.
Yeah, right. He wooed himself out.
Yeah.
Right? He wooed himself out. What was the dude, the hardcore dude that liked underage girls that they got rid of? Havoc. Jimmy Havoc.
Yeah. Jimmy Havoc, yeah.
Like, AEW made a good decision.
They made Sammy go into the
when he said he wanted to rape Jade.
No, Sasha
Bianca.
Banks. Sasha Banks,
whatever, So at least AEW is doing that part right. We shit on AEW all the time. At least they're doing that right. But come on, there's so many good wrestling people that you could put out in front of your you want to pop a crowd. Don't bring Hulk Hogan. Please don't bring Hitler out. Don't bring Saddam Hussein out. Right? Stop bringing people that everyone hates. Bring people that everyone loves. Bring Tori Wilson out. Oh my God. Tori Wilson comes out, rips off her shirt, and it's Netflix crossed her tits. Oh my God.
Oh God.
Anyway, that's my little rant. I'm disappointed. I shouldn't be, but I'm disappointed in some of these wrestling organizations that run these people out there that are terrible people. They're just terrible people. And they have some good people in TNA too. They have some good people.
It's the whole thing with Hogan being a top star of a generation, basically. Like,
and I get it.
Even though
I understand. It was Saturday Night's main event. They brought back Jesse Ventura. They got Hawk. You got Hawk. Like, they're trying to reminisce a little bit. They're trying to grab.
And there's not many of those legends left.
Leave those old ass people in the dust. Leave them in the dust.
Like, okay, hold on for a sec. So Saturday Night's main event, you brought back Jesse Ventura. I get that. But here's the thing. Raw. Who is more synonymous was Hogan synonymous with Raw? No. Hogan wasn't even
he was gone when that started.
He was gone when Raw started.
He was way gone.
Yeah.
He was way gone.
Who is the most synonymous name with Raw? Stone
Cold Steve Austin. Yes.
You could imagine the glass breaking, him coming out on the freaking the four-wheeler. The crowd would, the CM Punk pop in Chicago would have probably been twice as big in LA for an Austin return. Why bring Hogan out there? He's not. Those of us who have childhood memories of him, and sadly, those childhood memories have been tarnished by the legacy he keeps leaving himself by shitting all over the things that he has done by being a racist and by being a lying idiot. So but Austin doesn't have that. You have a guy that you could have brought out there. Heck, even Mick Foley. As soon as you hear Mankind's music or or if they may bring him out as Cactus Jack or something, holy crap, the crowd would have blown. Like there are other guys that
They liked the Taker. Taker came out. They enjoyed that.
Give me the hit. Give me the Hitman.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Give me Bret Hart.
Give me Brett. Bring the Dudleys back out. Bubba's everywhere, but bring. I mean, there's a million people they could have brought up, and I understand it's about a sponsorship. It's about that American beer or whatever.
But Austin's got a beer too.
Yeah. Well, again, it's all negotiation, but I don't know. Bring out go get Budweiser. Go get whatever. Stop bringing these dumb IPA stuff out. Whatever. Anyway, do better. Do better. Do better.
They didn't want to put Woo Energy in the ring.
Nacho says, "Hey, Nacho, what's up? Do I know Nacho? I don't even know Nacho. Nacho, thank you for coming in. Make sure you like and subscribe. There's new people coming in. I love this. Nacho says Stone Cold beats his wife. I don't know that. I didn't know that. Don't bring Stone Cold out anywhere. You know what? Bring Brock Lesnar out. Nope, can't do that. He likes to pee on people. Who else? What other pieces of shit could we have brought out to make it like terrible? Oh, dig up Chris Benoit.
It was Vince.
Zombie Benoit. Oh,
Zombie
God.
Benoit. Oh, the worst. Vince. Oh my God. Can you imagine if Vince walked out and said, "Welcome to Netflix"? Oh my God, I'd have lost it. I'd have lost it. Anyway, that's
you know would have been even better if his music would have played and it would have been Triple H and Shawn Michaels doing the Vince and Shane parody all over again.
Oh yeah, we had that. Well, no, we don't need the Vince and Shane. We need DX coming out and doing the Nation of Domination with the big nose and the.
I look like a damn aardvark.
And Triple H is trying to get people to rip their shirt off in the middle of them. Whatever. Anyway, do better. So, anyway, that's going to do it for Hardway Wrestling. Thank you guys for joining us. Oh, we got a bunch of new people in here. Thank you so much. Scotty, you want to say something? You were waving your hands.
No.
I thought you do it.
He's signing off.
I'm signing.
I'm saying great impression. Is it great? I don't even know if it's great or not. Oh, you're welcome. we've been shitting all over Vince and Kennedy McMahon forever. So anyway, thank you guys for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the show. Please, we'll be back on Friday. We're gonna do our picks for Saturday night's main event. It is in the fantasy league, so if you're in the fantasy league, make sure you pay attention. The link will be up in our Patreon. And I know what you're saying right now.
And if you're not, why aren't you?
I know Polly and Nacho's going, whoa, wait a minute. Fantasy league? What is that? How do you score touchdowns in wrestling? You don't. It is our wrestling fantasy league. You go to our Patreon. Our Patreon link is in the bio, probably on our Facebook or our YouTube or whatever. Find it. Click on it. It's $5 a month. You could join. You get new. You can scan his QR code. You get articles. We're putting up articles every day. You get to join the fantasy league. It's all kinds of cool stuff. If you are a member, by the end of January, if you're a member, we're releasing Hard Rate Wrestling cards.
Trading cards.
Right? Trading cards. Here's the first one. Oh, can't show you anymore. Got it right there. But if you're a member at the end of January, you'll get your first card. And we're going to get one every month moving forward. But it's only $5 a month. You can't beat it. It's fun. Fun times. Fun times that we talk shit. But even if you don't want to join the fantasy, go join the Patreon anyway. You can chat with us and we'll bullshit back and forth. You'll like it. We have a good time here. So for Ricky and Scotty, gentlemen, thank you so much. We're coming back Friday. We're gonna do our picks and probably we'll have questions for the boys. Got some questions coming in. So
let's see what shit Jericho does on Dynamite.
Oh my God, drunk Jericho. Jesus. Let's hope. Let's hope he pulls it together. So, boys, thank you so much. We'll see you next time
On the Hard Way.
Peace.